Hey guys, thank you very much for watching tonight. I couldn't wait to get this on tonight. I've got Bill Moore on. You guys know him as the hot sauce reviewer extraordinaire. I looked up to Bill for a long time before I got started, and I got a chance to get him on tonight, and I'm looking really excited to talking to him. But before we get going, let me tell you about who's sponsoring tonight's show. I want to thank Hot Sauce Holsters, the only way to carry your favorite hot sauces. Handmade out of quality leather, lots of different styles and colors. Comes in belt loop or clip-on styles. Now everyone can carry their hot sauce with them as they go. Now in the new 5-ounce bottle holder. Get your hot sauce holster at www.hotsauceholsters.net. A big thank you to Hot Sauce Mike and Shelly for sponsoring tonight's show. I love you guys. I hope everything's going great for you. Hot Sauce Holsters, www.hotsauceholsters.net. Okay, let's get to Mr. Bill Moore. Bill, are you there?
I am here. How are you, Kendall?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to have you on the show tonight. I've always loved your videos. I've looked up to you since I started what I'm doing, and it was kind of a jumping off point for me as I watched you and do all these reviews. And I've even gone back to the old ones when you were doing some hot pepper pod reviews, and I don't know how you guys do them.
Yeah. Well, I really enjoy it. I mean, it's just awesome. So it's glad to be here with you tonight and to talk with you. So really appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, you bet. I couldn't wait. I wanted to reach out to you right away because, like I said, I really appreciate what you've done. And I'm serious. I've watched your videos, and it kind of gave me an idea of how I wanted to do things. And it's kind of a flattery of copying, I guess. I think that's the phrase I'm looking for. But
yeah.
you do a great job. You from one end of the bottle to the other, you explain it all, and you do a fantastic job. And that's exactly why I wanted to get you on, and hopefully maybe to share you with some more people that possibly follows me on Tasting the Heat Facebook page that's never heard of you. I doubt it, but you never know, you know.
Yeah, well, I've been watching you for a while now, Kendall, too, so I really appreciate what you're doing for the Chili Head community as well. You're doing an awesome job, so I appreciate that.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. That's flattery that I take to heart because I'm really trying to do a good job, and for you to say that means a lot to me. How long have you been doing?
I think we have a lot in common. Sorry to interrupt, but I think we have a lot in common because you like a lot of hot sauces that I like, so I think we share a lot in common in that regard.
Absolutely, and
yeah.
One thing I took away from what you do is that you really don't put any hot sauces on that you don't like, and
right.
That was when I first got started, I put a couple up that I didn't like, and I kind of gave it a bad review, and I didn't like how that set in my gut. This is somebody's creation, this is somebody's baby. And it's my opinion, and for me to say, hey, I don't like your sauce, I didn't think it was fair. And there's so many good ones out there. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take the high road and just put on the ones that I like, and the ones I don't like, I share with them, and give them my feelings about it, but without slandering them, because I just don't think that's fair when there's so many good ones out there. And in some cases, they've came back and said, you know what, I've heard that before, let me redo this, and 6 months later they sent me another one and say, hey, try this, and it was fantastic. So
yeah, well, I totally agree with that, because the way I approach it is I've had people ask me, Kendall, hey Bill, you seem to like everything, have you ever given a hot sauce a bad review? Well, there's a lot of hot sauces that I don't like, and what I do, instead of putting it on there and like you said, bashing the company or trying to flaunt a bad review like some other reviewers have done, I don't do it that way. I'll reach out, chat the owner and talk to him privately, and because of that, they really appreciate it, and they've even changed the recipe or lowered the sodium, and that works really well, and they really appreciated that approach that I took.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think it also gives you a better feeling and regard for each other when you work with each other like that, instead of throwing their stuff against the wall and say, hey, I don't like this stuff.
Yeah,
definitely.
that's right.
How long have you been doing hot sauce reviews?
Well, it has been pretty much nonstop since April of 2013. I remember, I think it was the 7th of April 2013 on a Sunday. Now, I'd always been interested in chili head reviews, pepper reviews, and extract reviews. I think back since about 2009 or 2010. And started watching, for example, Neil Smith from the Hippie Seed Company reviewing all these extract sauces and eating fresh peppers, and that just kind of really intrigued me and got me watching a lot of those videos. But in April 2013, on a Sunday afternoon, I said, I'm going to sit down and make my first hot sauce review, and I did it, and never looked back since.
And how did that first one go? What did it?
Yeah, I sound so stupid. It's still up on my channel, but I watch that now and I just cringe because even my son Daniel, he'll tease me about it, and so we're over at his house or something. He'll pull it up and listen to this, because I sound kind of stupid. But so I think I have improved. It's taken a few years, but I think I've improved in my approach and my delivery. But yeah, I watched that first video and it is hilarious.
Oh, definitely. I understand totally. I look back at my
now
first
people
one.
are going to go search for it.
Yeah, exactly. That one's going to get a ton of hits.
Pucker Butt Pepper Company's Purgatory Hot Sauce.
Well, there you go. Now you know what to look for.
Yeah.
Not only are they going to look for it, now they know what to look for.
Yeah. 7 April 2013, very first review.
How many videos do you have up on YouTube right now?
Wow. Yeah, I've been going strong since that time, so I've got 1,373 videos. And
wow.
The reason I've done so many, one thing I wanted to make my channel focus on was just to really be the no-nonsense reviewer, just to really offer a catalog of hot sauce reviews for subscribers, for people who can go to my channel, look at different sauces, and try to match up what they're looking for.
Right.
And so, yeah.
Now, I've found even some restaurants have looked at my videos and then have mentioned yours about maybe ones that they want to get in their restaurant. And when and then I go to a lot of these hot sauce pages, and there you are on their page. You've got a lot of them out there that they put right on their page, and that's really neat.
Yeah, that's really awesome to have a company do that. And I've made a lot of friends over the years in the chili head community, not only with my subscribers but other hot sauce makers. So it's just really been awesome. They come to me, they ask me for advice, or I even have companies send me products to review before they actually put it in production, just to get my feedback, and that is such an honor.
It doesn't it? Yeah, that makes you feel really good.
Yeah, and trust me like that.
That's awesome. Yeah. Let's see. Now you just had a 37th wedding anniversary. Is that correct?
That's right. Been married to my lovely wife Myung for 37 years.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Yeah,
that's great. And I want to also thank you for your service, because you're retired Navy, right?
No, Army.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I got that wrong.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I've spent was on active duty in the United States Army for 20 years, from 1976 to 1996.
Wow.
And then when I got out in 96, we moved to Fort Mill, South Carolina. I'm located now here in the Charlotte area.
Okay.
And been in the financial services. I've been a business banker. I've worked with First Union, then it was Wachovia, and then of course it was Wells Fargo. But so I've been in banking. I've been with Prudential. Been in insurance sales, and right now I'm an investment advisor with Vanguard.
Okay.
Full time.
Yeah, I know Vanguard very well.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, you also have done quite a few hot pepper or fresh pod reviews.
Oh yeah.
How do you do that? I can't do it.
I don't know, but I tell people this, Kendall. When the habanero is my nemesis. I mean, that stingy pins and needles type burn just really gets me. And You ought to see me running around in the kitchen when I eat just a small piece of a certain pepper.
Right.
But I don't know, when I get in my room, I sit down in front of this camera. I just get into some kind of zone, and I commit to it, and I do it. And my style of pepper reviews is to do my best to sit there for about 15 minutes until it really starts going down, with no drinks, no water, nothing, but plenty of paper towels and napkins, but nothing else, and just do my best to describe the flavor. And so, yeah, I have a catalog of reviews for fresh peppers as well.
I can't do it. I've tried, and it's just the pain. It's just over the top.
It can really hurt. Sometimes I've prepared myself with a full meal, drinking lots of milk or yogurt or eating bananas or something, just really trying to coat the stomach. And once in a while, a pepper it's just not meant to be eaten whole, and I'll get a severe case of cap cramps, stomach cramps.
Right.
It's just horrible.
Right. What one does it?
Worst pain I've ever felt.
What one does it to you the most, do you think?
Which pepper?
Yeah.
Well, the hottest. Well, the super hots, but there could be. I've reviewed a lot of different crosses, but the ghost pepper, just the regular ghost pepper, 800 to a million or so Scoville heat units, SHUs. That needs to be respected. That's a pepper that can really light you up. But last year it was a particular. Yeah. Last year it was a particular pepper that Butch Taylor, creator of the Butch Tea, previous Guinness World Record holder pepper. He crossed a Reaper with his own Butch Tea Scorpion strain, and it was called the BTR, and that was the hottest pepper I've ever eaten. Severely ill after I got up from that review, but after about 30 minutes, it all went away, so I was okay.
Yeah, only 30 minutes.
Yeah, but a lot of people told me they really appreciate the pepper reviews that I put on there because they use that so they can see what they want to grow. What they want to add to their grow list. So that's awesome to hear that too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, you were before we started the interview, you were telling me about some collaborations that you've done with some people or helped them make sauce.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. Really pleased to be able to work with a couple of hot sauce makers. The first one we did was with my very good friend Randy Johnston of NRJ Spice, and we took the Borg 9 pepper. You chili heads out there know exactly what I'm talking about. And made the Borg 9 pepper sauce, and we did a collaboration on that, and actually the proceeds from that went to the Wounded Warriors Project. So
Fantastic.
we're very excited to be able to give a donation to the Wounded Warriors Project.
Fantastic.
And I believe Randy's gonna make that sauce again, or make another version of it again soon. But then recently this year, my very good friend Sebastian Rojas up in New York City, we partnered together with his Pasu Madre brand. Some of the best, you got to try them, Kendall, some of the best authentic Mexican flavored sauces I've ever tasted.
Ooh.
And he's got the original. And the thing about Sebastian is he's from a family in the Yucatan in Mexico, and he has those peppers, the red habanero peppers, flown in from the Yucatan Peninsula, and that's where the best habaneros are grown. So he has those flown in, makes his hot sauces. He's got the mango and the peach, pineapple, guajillo, avocado, and then we partnered and created the 7-pot Primo. So I introduced him to the awesome, super hot 7-pot Primo that was created by Troy Primo of Lafayette, Louisiana. And that's done really good. It's just really popular up there in New York, so we're very excited about that.
Well, I've seen you put it on Facebook quite a bit, and it's really made me want to grab a hold of this sauce. And I didn't realize they made so many different kinds of flavors of them. It sounds absolutely wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just really authentic, all natural, no xanthan gum, no preservatives. Sebastian, he's just an awesome hot sauce maker. Does it right.
I gotta definitely try that. That sounds amazing. It really
Oh
does.
yeah, I think you'll like them. If you like that true, authentic Mexican flavor,
Oh
it's
yeah,
just incredible.
yeah, yeah. Some of them
Yeah.
hit it so well that eh, the flavors just explode in your mouth. Uh, it's hard to explain to somebody sometimes how hot sauces can really change when you mix it with different foods. And
Oh yeah.
the flavor can just enhance so much. It just explodes in your mouth, and that's what I really look for when a good sauce, that it's not, just trying it on a spoon and go, okay, that's really good. But when you mix it with the different
Hmm.
oils or the different, you got different salt levels or different variations of different kinds of foods, that's when it really comes to life. And I found that even with the barbecue sauces, I go around to a lot of these events, and you'll try their sauce at the stand. You go, oh, that's really good, really good. And so I'll bring it home, and I'll actually cook with it before I
Hmm.
review it. And that's when the flavors really explode. It's amazing with the difference that throwing some heat on it or over the grill or something, what it will do to the flavors of the
Oh
sauce and
yeah,
how it enhances the food.
absolutely. And that's one reason I review the way I do, Kendall. I don't do first impression reviews.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people there's people out there, they want to watch a hot sauce review. They want to see your first impression. They want to see you open it on camera. Well, that's not me. That's not my channel. If you like that, you got to watch somebody else, because I want to use the sauce. I
Right.
mean, I may not use much of it, but if I really, I want to use it on food. I want to cook with it. I want to smell it at room temperature. That's another thing I do. I take hot sauces to work and share them with coworkers during lunch. I get their opinion. I
Yeah,
ask them, "Hey, what do you think about this?"
I do the
But
same
there's
thing.
really something. Yeah, there's really something about smelling a hot sauce at room temperature throughout the day while I'm working at my desk, and I note the flavors. I note the different aromas,
Hmm.
and I'm always taking mental notes because I'm reviewing hot sauces constantly.
Right.
And then I also like to take pictures. That's another thing I do. I'm on Facebook quite a bit, so I just love showcasing all the different hot sauces that I've been blessed with, and I just want to share that with people. It's just a passion that I have.
And I feel the exact same way.
Yeah,
I don't do it for myself. I do it actually for the
yeah.
people who send me this stuff, because
Oh,
I
that's
want to
right.
celebrate their creation. It's so
That's
fantastic.
right.
Yep. It's talking about taking them
Exactly.
to work. I take bags of them to work, and I mean, you have to, and we'll
Well,
set a
and that's how I mean, if I didn't share at work or share with family or give some away to people at work, I wouldn't have room for the new ones that I'm opening at home.
I know. But I love doing that because a lot of people have tried them at work and said, "Where do you get this at?" Well, check out my page, and
Yeah,
and
that's
then
right.
they can hit the link, go right to their page and buy it. And I've known a lot of people come back in and say, "Hey, look what I just bought," and I love taking it to work and sharing it with people, and the looks on their faces when I can see they're enjoying it as much as I did when I reviewed it. It
Hmm.
kind of makes you feel a little involved with it, It kind of gives you a special feeling.
Yeah, I'm known at work, Kendall, as the hot sauce sommelier.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have people stop by my desk and they say, "Hey, Bill, what you got?"
yes,
And I say,
yes,
"Well, what do you got?"
yeah,
And they say chicken curry. Okay, here, try this one.
absolutely. I get the same thing. It's hilarious. I'll be walking through the floor at work and I'll
I
hear,
love it.
"Hey, hot sauce," and I know who they're talking to.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
But I just love doing that.
yeah, I do too. I just enjoy it, and I don't do it for the attention. I just do it because it's fun to share it with other people. Because I am blessed with so many great hot sauces. It's fun to just go, hey, here, check this out. Check this out. They go, man, I really like that. Take it home. It's yours. There'll be
That's
more.
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what else you want to talk about tonight, Bill?
Well, I mean, I'm just really, excited to be able to have been, reviewing all of these sauces for the time that I have. Like I said, it's just been really fun. It's been a real hobby of mine.
Yep.
I've just enjoyed it so much, and I just have a passion for it. I mean, and there's another thing. It's just amazing. Even in the last 3 years, to see how hot sauce companies have grown. that I first reviewed for, and just how many different types of hot sauces are out there.
Oh, it's amazing.
People ask me all the time, but Bill, what's your favorite hot sauce? Well, that's so hard.
Yeah, you can't do
it. Maybe is that hard for you too?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Because because there's so many different styles of hot sauces, you can't put a favorite on them. I mean, okay, maybe in the the habanero flavor, I might be able to grab 2 or 3, but I can't say favorite because it seems. Well, I was just talking to Thomas Toth from Voodoo last week, and we talked about the same thing. I'm not sure if it was on the show or before. In the last 6 months, have you noticed? It's like everything that comes through the door is just amazing flavor now. It just blows me away, and that's why it's hard to say you've got a favorite because there's so many different styles and they're all fantastic. And then you're looking at different kind of foods that you put it on too, because some doesn't go with some foods.
And when I tell people this, because I don't have a problem with vinegar, and I actually happen to really like Tabasco, believe it or not.
Okay.
I mean, that is a traditional fermented pepper sauce done right, and for a reason. But you got to understand the true use of Tabasco. I mean, so I like thick, savory sauces that are gonna stick on a sandwich.
Right.
I like the vinegar thin ones that are good on eggs and good in rice and beans.
Right.
So,
right.
There's so many different flavors, so many different types of pepper. But I will say this, that some of my favorite ingredients, if I was to really pick kind of a favorite, not a favorite sauce, but a favorite flavor profile, I think I would have to say a tomato based.
Okay.
Especially with onion and garlic.
Right.
And maybe carrots, but that's kind of really fruit sauces are great, but I love a lot of different fruit sauces, but probably not. I'd rather have a savory tomato base. It doesn't have to have fruit in it.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
I think I kind of agree with you on that end. If you wanted to separate them between the two, the habanero with the carrot in it always seems to grab me, and I really seem to really like that flavor, that combination with the garlic and the vinegar and the stuff, stuff, onions. I tell you, I tell you one that you reviewed that was right in my neighborhood here, and besides Scotty O'Hadi, them guys are just great people. They just blow me away.
Excellent line.
I love what a great family. I had just met
and they use beer.
Yes, they do use beer.
They use beer. Yeah, beer and hot sauce. Hey, beer and hot sauce. That goes together.
And then bacon.
Well, I know Voodoo Chili thinks it does.
yes, he does. He does quite a bit of them.
That's right.
I just met Don from Detroit Hellfire, and I got his sauces.
Oh yeah.
There's some fantastic sauces too. Just blew me away.
And see, the thing that's totally different.
Yes.
That line of hot sauces, the focus that Don is trying to do is to focus on the pepper itself.
Yes.
Without all these other ingredients, no garlic, no cilantro,
very
no
simple,
coriander, and all that.
Very simple sauces. Yeah.
So they're more like pepper purees.
Yeah.
But just excellent.
Yeah,
the way he blends and
I was very impressed with him.
Really
I met him about 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. We were walking through one of these. It was a Michigan Fest. It was right before I did my Made in Michigan week.
Oh,
and
okay.
And I went, Don, hey, how you doing? And he goes, oh man, I meant to send you stuff out, and Don, it's no big deal, I know you guys are a lot busier than I am, and he gave me his sauces. I tried them right there, and I just flipped. I thought, man, this stuff is incredible. Just like you said, it's a totally different kind of sauce, and people should definitely check that out. And I kind of feel unfair just mentioning him like that because there's so many out there that I've reviewed. It's hard to just pinpoint, say, hey, you got to try this one. You got to try them all. I mean, fantastic.
Yeah, but just to name a few that I did, other my good friend Sebastian Rojas and Paso Madre, just excellent. But for extreme heat, but extreme flavor as well. Got to give it to Hellfire
Yeah,
hot sauce.
yeah, yeah. The flavor just explodes.
Amazing.
Yep.
Merle and Diana doing an awesome job, and another one of my big favorites is Jeremy and Kat Walsh from Big Fats hot sauce.
Now, I've never tried any Big Fats.
You've never tried Big Fats?
No, but I tell you what, I have had. It's called a grown-up kid stuff. It's what it is. They make different caramels and chocolates, and like they come in a jar, and one of their dark chocolates. It's like what you put over ice cream. You know, it's it's a liquid chocolate. They use a Big Fats hot sauce in their chocolate, and you take a dip of that and you put it in ice cream. But I'd take a teaspoon of it or a tablespoon of it and put it in my coffee. Talk about a fantastic flavor, and then that hot sauce would boil up through your sinus cavities, you know, because with the coffee. Oh, it was fantastic, and that's the only thing from Big Fat that I've tried.
Oh, okay. I think that's a Double Dark. I think that's the name of it. I can't remember the other title.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Double Dark or something, or Cherry and Sage, Black Cherry and Sage.
Well, this was right in the chocolate. They make the chocolate with it, so that's the only thing I know of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never tried the sauces themselves, but you say they're really good, huh?
Oh, absolutely. And Jeremy, I call him the Spice Master. They're thick sauces, you know, pretty thick.
Okay.
Just super savory. And then, of course, John Hart from K. John's. I mean, he just, you know, one of the most award-winning here in the United States. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
And his stuff is just absolutely
the godfather of hot sauce.
What's that?
The godfather of hot sauce.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. So
hopefully I'm going to be
but there's so many other ones. I'm looking at my shelf here of unopened bottles. There's just so many good hot sauces and products out there. It's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and like I said before, I kind of feel bad by naming one or two because there's so many out there that's so good. Hopefully, I'm going to be meeting John in a couple weeks. I'm going to try and get a hold of him and do a little review when I'm down in Cincinnati at the Weekend of Fire. So
well, you got to check out his line of elixirs. Those new elixirs.
Okay.
They're just awesome. And then the new classic small batch Ghost and Cayenne and Serrano, just absolutely amazing.
I'll definitely do that. I'm sure they'll have them down there. He's making a sauce for Jungle Jim's just for this event. So
okay.
I'll try and snag one of them. I definitely got to check that out.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever go to many shows and check out when people are around? Or?
I've never been. Yeah, I've been invited. Of course, I've been.
Sure.
Steve Seabury had been invited to the New York City Hot Sauce Expo, but just due to work and everything, you know, just doesn't allow it.
Absolutely.
Or the timing's just off. But yeah, it would be awesome. I know a lot of people have. Requested that or, invited me, or they think that would be cool. But yeah, I would love to do that someday. Yeah, there's a lot of different ones. Yeah.
Oh, there's tremendous ones out there, and we're gonna make it to 2 of them this year. So I'm looking really forward to doing that. You should definitely get out. Maybe we could meet each other someplace.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, Kendall. Yeah, for sure.
Well, Bill, it's been great talking with you. I hope everybody's learned a lot about you, and I want to check it out. What's the name of your page on YouTube?
Bill Moore's Hot and Spicy Reviews.
There you go. All right. Enjoy the burn.
Enjoy the burn. That's right.
Yeah, I had to get that in there because it's at the end of every one of your videos. I love it.
Yeah.
Bill, it's been great talking to you this evening. I really appreciate the time, and when I said I've looked up to you, what you've been doing, it's the truth. I really appreciate this time. This is really something for me that I wanted to do, and this is awesome.
Well, I appreciate you inviting me, Kendall. I really do. It was an honor, and I really appreciate that, and I appreciate what you're doing too.
Thank you. And I hear that a lot from different hot sauce makers, that people like you and I and the few of the other guys, it really does help them because they're in such a small market where they're at. it gives their voice a little bit, and that's exactly why I tried to start this the review show, kind of the talk show, is so that some of these guys can get out there and tell their story a little bit more to spread the word a little bit. So let's hope it works and people enjoy it. It's so far it's going over really good, so we're doing good.
Yeah. Well, cool, absolutely.
I want to thank Mr. Bill Moore for joining me this evening. It's been fantastic talking to him. I can't wait to do it again. And big thank you to HotSauceHolsters.net. Mike and Shelley, I wish you the best. I want to thank you again for sponsoring tonight's shows. Get out there and grab a hot sauce holster. Go to www.hotsauceholsters.net. They make the finest quality hot sauce holsters I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of them out there, and none of them compare to these. They're absolutely fantastic. They now come in a 5-ounce bottle. They work so slick, and show off your spice and carry it with you. Thank you again to Mike and Shelley at hotsauceholsters.net. Hey, if you want to be a sponsor or be a guest on the show, contact me at tastingtheheat@gmail.com or contact me on my Facebook Messenger. I appreciate everything that's going on out there in this spicy world. And remember, when you're out there, should I say enjoy the burn or keep tasting the heat? Have a good night, everybody. We'll talk to you later.